Next, we're going to create a Pinterest graphic. We'll select the Create a Design button. Go to the social media posts and select Pinterest graphic. You're probably a little familiar with Pinterest. You might have your own boards and repin things personally, but if you don't know how to create a Pinterest graphic, it could be a lot of fun. These are really creative, a lot more content-driven posts, so rather than just highlighting and displaying an image or a photograph, you can incorporate a lot more text and just a lot more content in the design. So it's really great for sharing and reposting recipes that you've created. So I'm going to go and select a pre-built template to start with. And I'm just going to take out the images and incorporate our own photos. We'll go to Uploads. And we'll take this image and resize it to fit this template. And as you create your Pinterest graphic, the main purpose of this is just going to be to catch people's eye. If you're familiar with Pinterest, you know how it's displayed and laid out in sort of a tile format. So as people are scrolling and exploring their Pinterest pages, you want this to catch their eye and really have them repin it, look into it, see your recipe, or of course go to your Pinterest page and of course then to your blog. So make this as bold and eye-catching as possible. High contrast, really bright colors, make it really fun with your imagery, and as I said before, incorporate as much content as you can. Keep a good design flow to it. You don't want to clutter it up with too much text or too much content, but you definitely can include some quotes, include some steps, include some of the ingredients in your recipe, or you can just leave it as an image too, but just have a lot of fun with these Pinterest graphics, and we'll jump to what I've created for our Pinterest graphic. So here's the Pinterest graphic I created. And as you can see, it's a lot more dynamic than most of the other social media posts you've been making. I included a pretty bold and informative title, so it's showcasing these 5 fruit flavored macaroons. And I have a lot more text. I could have gotten a little bit more in depth with it and included a little bit more of the recipe or something of that nature, but I just have the flavors up here on the right. I really just, again, still am trying to highlight and display the image, the photo I'm using. But overall, it's just a much more dynamic and content-driven, informative post. So hopefully you guys can come up with some really fun Pinterest graphics.